Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Northeast. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. As you look at temperatures across the region right now, warm and muggy across the Northeast. Temperatures already in the mid-70s and 80-degree reading there as you head down toward the Delmarva, and the dew points will mirror that. Low to mid-70s across the region. Out ahead of a cold front that is going to try and bring some cooler weather into the region. We can see broken line of showers and storms all the way from the Northeast down into the southern plains, the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. Once again, that frontal boundary all the way from an area of low pressure in eastern Canada down through the eastern Corn Belt, along the Ohio River Valley, and into the southern plains with showers and storms all the way along it. Now, as we look at the severe weather forecast, we do have a marginal risk across the Northeast today, and that again ahead of that frontal boundary that will be clashing with our warm and unstable air mass across the Northeast, across coastal portions of the Northeast. As we head into the day on Tuesday, in the top right there, we do have a marginal risk for a couple strong storms across parts of western New York, northwestern Pennsylvania. We'll start to quiet down the severe weather threat as we head into the later part of the week. Now, as we look at the hazards map from the National Weather Service, the heat being forced off to coastal areas, that will be wiped clean from the Northeast as we see our cold front come in here over the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, associated with this big trough that's making its way from western Canada over the top of our ridge across the western U.S. and anchoring itself here across the Great Lakes, parts of the eastern U.S. As we take a look at where we're headed over the next 5 to 7 days, we're going to see another wave making its way over the top of that ridge across the western U.S., anchoring itself here in the midsection of the country, such that we're going to get quite a trough anchored across the Midwest here as we head into the end of the weekend and early next week. It's going to lead to some big changes here across the midsection of the country. And we can look at a little deeper between the lines here, the vorticity plot at 500 millibars. Again, here's our big upper level wave. You can see the frontal boundary with little areas of vorticity along that frontal boundary stretching back into the Ohio River Valley, into the southern plains. So take the last of the drawings off there and hit play, though. You can pick out a couple of waves. One right here, riding along this frontal boundary here Thursday into Friday, and then another bigger wave coming around and riding this frontal boundary as we head into the end of the week, into the weekend. So let's follow these two waves as they make their way around the base of that trough. Again, here goes the first one exiting across the mid-Atlantic. The next one here really beginning to amplify as we head into the late part of the week, into the early part of the weekend, Friday into Saturday across the midsection of the country. This one takes its time late Saturday into Sunday before finally lifting into the Northeast region as we get into Sunday and Monday. This will bring the next chance for more organized showers and storms to parts of the Northeast before we just kind of anchor this thing across the midsection of the country. Lots of moisture to tap into, a very deep tropical air mass here across the lower part of the country. As this wave rides along that frontal boundary, you're going to see it really begin to wrap up here into Sunday, taking on that pretty classic area of low pressure look right about here. You can see it kind of rocking back and forth. This lifts back into the region, into the Northeast, as we get into, again, Sunday into Monday, with cooler air sinking into the region beyond that. So what do we end up with? Well, these are the 10-day forecast for temperatures on the left, precipitation on the right, the departure from average. Again, over the next 10 days, averaging warmer than average conditions here, though we will see a couple of waves of cooler temps make their way in, but much of the cooler weather going to be set up here across the midsection of the country with heat on the coasts and cooler weather here in the midsection of the U.S. We'll also keep things very active and very rainy across the southern plains into parts of the mid-Atlantic, with the Northeast here having some regions that could pick up some significant rainfall as well. The timing on that, well, we can pick it out when we look here at the European models forecast over the next couple of days. Again, today, heading into the afternoon and evening hours, watching for the chance for thunderstorms to flare up along that frontal boundary across the eastern half of the Northeast, with a couple of those storms potentially becoming severe with some damaging winds and some large hail possible. Now we'll keep cooler temperatures, cloud cover, and the opportunity for showers in the forecast as we head into the middle to late part of the week across the Northeast, especially as we get into Thursday and then maybe Friday, seeing some of these patchy showers popping up across the region. The heavy rainfall threat becomes associated with this next wave that's making its way in Sunday into Monday. On Saturday, this wave across the eastern Corn Belt, bringing heavy rainfall to parts of Illinois and Indiana, lifting into Ohio and Michigan as we get into Sunday morning. And then Sunday afternoon, as it stands right now, into Sunday night and Monday morning, this wave will move across the Northeast, bringing the chance for heavier rainfall and some thunderstorms, perhaps even some severe weather. We'll talk about that more with our Friday morning update. But then as little waves kind of travel around the back side of this trough, we're going to have the axis of high pressure across the west, the trough off to the north, flow coming around these features. We'll get periodic little waves making their way into the eastern Corn Belt and parts of the Northeast, reinforcing cloud cover and the opportunity for some light showers across the region. So as we just smooth things out, looking at the European Ensemble forecast, where you see the yellow shading start to pop in, that's where we're talking about an inch or more of rainfall. And we see at least scattered opportunities here for folks to pick up that decent kind of, big drink on what's been kind of a dry last couple of weeks across the region. Let's look at the European and the GFS Ensemble forecast probability of picking up 1 inch or more of rainfall. And again, we're looking for the yellow shading where we get to about 50 to 60% chance here of picking up an inch or more of rainfall. The European may be a little bit more gung-ho than the GFS model here, but it looks like maybe a 50-50 shot here at picking up about an inch of rainfall. Just about everyone should see at least some measurable rainfall across the Northeast as we head through the next 7 days. Now again, we talk about a couple of dry corridors here, one across the Corn Belt here across parts of Iowa, but the other one that I've been talking about a lot with both the Corn Belt and the Northeast here is this little portion of southern Michigan, northern Indiana, Ohio, getting into western and central Pennsylvania that has been quite dry over the last 30 days or so, and it would be really nice to get this area a nice drink with that wave, especially Sunday into Monday, traveling across the region. Let's finish with a look at high temperatures then. Warm and muggy for the day today, a little bit cooler as we head into the later part of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, although we'll stay hot as you head further to the east. Coastal areas down into the Delmarva going to be holding on to highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s, while more inland areas will see upper 70s and lower 80s Thursday into Friday. Cooler air really starts to move in as we head into the weekend with 70s and 80s for just about everyone Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Have a great day. We'll talk to you again about the Northeast on Friday morning.